Hey there, Tenno. I'm Shadow Scythe, and we are back on our regular schedule. And first things first is we are going to be getting locked and loaded with my Steel Meridian Nova Prime. So, as always, it's going to be the usual rundown of all three Syndicate weapons. The thumbnail will be the Warframe in the Syndicate drawback. I will give you guys the full appearance rundown after a mission. However, I will at least show you my cat, because it is just my Kavat with the Hieka skin. Anyway, with all that aside, let me run right through with a quick Syndicate mission, and we can get this underway. And I will do the exterminate, because I feel like that's going to be quicker than doing a goddamn hive. So, while we load in, just any of you who have been watching me for a while now, leave a comment below and let me know when you found my channel.
There is a large platoon of
That's something that
Leave no one standing.
got a little bit of an interest in. I'd actually like to know when you guys found me.
A lot of people are depending on you.
And also let me know like which one of my segments you guys like the most, because the two that get the most votes are the two that I will try to do more of. There we go. No alarms. I did not say that you could touch that. Really? Still? There we go. There we go. Move, damn it. We're just gonna go blender mode through this hallway. You're my guy. You're dead. So are you. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you hoping to live through that?
You've been detected.
Ugh. Sometimes it's nice, sometimes it's just all kinds of shitty. And wow, why are there that many enemies? There's never that many enemies for Syndicate Exterminate. At least not usually. Ugh. Well, for the most part, there really isn't much, since I obviously have a way to go. There really isn't much to talk about with this, or with the build that I'm using with Nova, just because it's nothing special. Actually, the build that I think, yeah, the build I'm using on her right now is actually a Speedva build. So, like I said, nothing special there. And at this point, I'm pretty sure you guys have figured out, at least from the chest and the knees, that I am using the Harkonar armor. And then I am using the Provox shoulder plate and the Steel Meridian Sandana. Which I don't actually remember what it's called. As far as any regalia, nothing on the back. The chest, I am using one of the Steel Meridian sigils. I don't actually remember the name of the one that I'm currently using. Yeah, let's wipe them out that way then. And then the shoulders, I am actually using that little shoulder thing that we got from doing the pacifism defect. That's what it is. because it looked a lot like the Steel Meridian emblem. Which actually did make sense considering the fact that it was kinda for them that we were doing it. Seems like I just had 2 more enemies fucking spawn in, too. That's another thing that I hate, is the fact that the longer it takes to... No. No. You motherfucker. Goddamn fucking flamethrower assholes that all of a sudden can do fucking slow bullshit because they have to turn a Scorch into an Eximus and make it Arctic. That is literally one of the most annoying things that they've ever done, is just having that bullshit.
Override complete. Move on.
Oh, and now you go off. Why couldn't you do that? Oh, I don't know. 30 seconds ago. Would have been so much more useful then, you stupid proc. Honestly, sometimes I think that this is just skewed in favor of making me look bad. Or making me look like I can't play this game. I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm a fucking god at the game, but I'm at least passable. Not passable as a god, passable as I can play. Ugh. Anyway, here is the full color rundown of this gray out of the classic color palette. The secondary gray is actually this color out of the Origin palette. Depending on how your color is set up, that may actually look brown. It depends. Tertiary color is actually this orange out of the Halloween palette. Just because we don't really like, I wasn't really a fan of the orange in the Grenier palette. And then the accents, I'm actually using this orange because it's a little bit fainter, and it works really well for doing the Steel Meridian because it falls in line with like the Grenier orange itself while keeping that copper metallic tone, which was something that I had really liked. And then the energy, Grenier blue. It's going to be the same, well, for the attachments, the first 2 colors and the energy color are going to be the same. The accent color is actually going to be this brown out of the Grenier palette, and the tertiary color is this gray. Just because that's what makes them kind of look rugged and a little more along the lines of armor that the Steel Meridian would use themselves. Oh, and I completely forgot that I'm using a Kuva shoulder plate right here. But then as far as all the armor itself, Harkonnen chest guard and leg plates, the right Kuva shoulder and left Provox shoulder. Well, I should just say Provox shoulder, but it's on the left shoulder. You guys get what I mean. Regalia, pacifism defect emblem for both shoulders, nothing on the back as I stated, and then the armored sigil is actually the one that I'm using just because when you look at it in the arsenal it's kind of hidden, but when you look at it up close and personal while running through missions, the big circle on it actually kind of just sits right on top of this little fan, which I thought was pretty cool. Animation set is totally your choice. And then I am using the Nova Visage skin, designed by Hitsu-san himself. And then the Nova Lamia helmet, designed by Wazy and MZ3. So unfortunately, to get the full mock-up look-alike that I have, you will have to spend roughly $14 on Tennogen stuff, I believe. Because you have to get Hitsu-san's skin, and then you have to get the combo skin for the Nova Lamia helmet, which was the Nova Lamia skin. But if you get all of those and color them the way that I've got it set up, then you will have this lovely little look-alike that the colors blend in very well with the overall Steel Meridian look. And it's just another one of those fashion-forward setups that I did for fun. And now that I say this, I totally realize that I fucked up my own intro saying that this was a locked and loaded video when in fact it was a fashion-forward video. So right then and there, go ahead and feel free to castrate me in the comments section, because that is very well warranted. But thank you all so much for all the love and support that you guys have shown me over these several months that I've been doing these videos. It means the world to me that you guys have stuck with me for this long, and for those of you that have actually helped me out by just pointing some of your friends my direction, and I've been slowly seeing my sub numbers increase. Thank you for that. There are no words that I can actually say to express just how much that means to me. And thank you all, thank you everybody who stuck with me during like the brief inactivity period from TennoCon, just because my laptop is not powerful enough to actually play this game, let alone record anything. So the extent of me getting on Warframe while I was gone was log in for the reward, possibly visit the relay. That was about it. Like, I wish I would have had something recording to actually show you just how bad that whole ordeal was. Eventually, I will probably try to get something better, but that is few and far between. But you can most certainly expect the fact that I will be streaming later on today around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will make sure that I am awake, coherent, and everything set up and ready to go for that. But with all that said, as always, you can check me out on Twitter and player.me with the links in the description box below. And then if you guys wish to sub, then you can hit up my GameWisp link in the description box below. That will get you all the posted benefits with the Discord, and that, well, depending on your tier, and then if you have a higher tier, that gets you the follow back on Twitter as well as the Twitch follow. And then something else that I don't have but I will throw in is, on top of that Twitch follow, a YouTube subscription if you guys happen to have YouTube. Just because you guys do so much to help me out, I want to do whatever I can to help you guys out, so that is kind of like a little reward for subscribing and showing a little bit of loyalty to the channel. It's not required, so don't feel pressured into doing that. But there is a little bit of a reward thing in place if you guys decide to do that. And I haven't actually iterated on that before, but I feel like I should. And with all that said and done, I will be returning later on today for the Twitch stream, and then again on Wednesday for another video. So until next time, Tenno, stick to the shadows.